Man pulls over near a huge wildfire. Everyone is surprised when they get to know the reason. When you think of California, you often dream of palm trees and sunny-filled streets. You, however, don't usually picture the forest wildfires that plague the state. When a forest fire began to spread wildly, all of the animals began to flee, except for one unlucky bunny. As this bunny stared the fire in the face, the most unbelievable thing happened. Wildfires have begun to plague Southern California recently in huge numbers. Recently, there have been over 100,000 acres of land that have gotten burned due to this enormous fire that continued to spread. Not only have the wildfires burned tons of land, but it also caused many residents to flee their homes. Residents of Bel Air and the Getty Museum have had to run out of their homes in fear for their lives. Firefighters have been dispatched to areas in order to help battle against the fire. So far, over 1,000 firefighters have been dispatched to the area to tackle this enormous problem. It's been a difficult job for all of them. Unfortunately, the wildfire has continued to spread as time goes on. This is due to some incredibly strong winds and terribly dry vegetation in the area. Despite all the terrible news associated with the wildfire, there have been some amazing stories that surfaced as well. One story in particular is especially uplifting, about a man who decided to go out of his way to rescue a poor animal. In Ventura County, tons and tons of residents were fleeing the area due to the devastation and destruction that was going on. Residents were making their way down Highway 1 when some stopped when they noticed something amazing happening. What did everyone see that made them stop? Well, one man had decided to pull his car aside and step out. No one could understand why until they took a closer look. The man had come out of his car to rescue a bunny rabbit, which had found itself in the midst of the wildfire. The Thomas fire continued to roar on as the man tried to save the rabbit. However, things weren't going as he had initially planned. The poor rabbit was incredibly scared, and instead of jumping toward the man, the rabbit decided to jump into a bush. The bush was burning up, and the man was starting to think that his efforts had been done in vain. Even though the rabbit had jumped right into a burning bush, the man refused to give up that easily. He continued to frantically search for the rabbit. He wasn't going to leave without at least trying. Finally, the rabbit made a reappearance from out of the burning bush. The man quickly opened up his arms and the rabbit jumped into them. It was the sweetest rescue mission ever. People that were hanging around to watch the rescue decided to record it when they realized what the man was up to. Everyone was standing around with their phones out, recording the phenomenal rescue. The footage was uploaded onto social media platforms where it instantly became viral. People from all over were watching the amazing footage of a man who went out of his way to rescue a rabbit. Many of the people that were recording the video stated that they tried to interview the hero after the rescue. However, the man declined to be interviewed. It seemed this was truly a selfless rescue. Even though the man wasn't doing it for the fame and glory, many people online continued to share their thoughts on the man's actions. He inspired hundreds of thousands of people with his amazing actions. "Dude, you just restored my faith in humanity. May you be forever blessed," wrote one commenter on Facebook. "I see in this a young human, overwhelmed by the destruction he cannot control. Saving this tiny, scared creature gave him a thread to hold on to when all around him was dying," another person wrote. People seriously couldn't get enough of this amazing video. Person after person continued to leave their positive comments on the nature of the video. Everyone was impressed and blown away by the man's heroic actions. That's how real heroes roll. Do and go. No camera interviews, one Twitter user wrote. "Bless his heart," another Twitter user wrote. The Ventura County area is currently inaccessible. There have been a ton of freeways that have been shut down due to the destruction, and many nearby freeways have been clogged up. If the man hadn't helped this rabbit, who knows what would have happened. It's stories like these that really help restore our faith in humanity. It's amazing to think that one man went out of his way to risk his life to save a poor and defenseless rabbit. Please share this with your friends and family.